Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakakodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles at Great Millstone who rule and teach well. Sincere salutations, peace, and safety. Shalom to the hopeful elect, the Akim pushing his word, the truth, and sincerity across the four winds of the earth. It's your brother Karaitazar from GMS Gulf Coast, Mississippi, House of Judah. Coming back with another quick lesson, quick article. Got a few precepts to back it up. Lord willing, Abarazah, it be edifying to the hopeful elect. It says investigation launched as 2 people died in Norway nursing home days after receiving, we just gonna call it the Vaseline. The Norwegian Medicines Agency has announced that 2 nursing home residents passed away days after receiving the Vaseline. Okay. And it says 2 nursing home residents. So that's talking about some older citizens, older upstanding citizens. And I'm just go ahead and grab Ezekiel chapter 9 to start it off. It says Ezekiel chapter 9 verse 6. Now the Lord right here in verse 4 told his angels to, he told one angel to go through the midst of the city and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof. Talking about the men who turn back to the Lord to serve him. And the scriptures say that oppression maketh a wise man mad. So the men who turn back to serve the Lord, they realize that they're being oppressed. So that's why they're sighing and crying to the Lord for all the abominations that we realize that we're being oppressed by and surrounded by. All right. Now, set a mark. The Lord told the angel to set a mark of exemption on their heads. So to exempt them. And to the others, he said, go through the city and smite, let not your eye spare, neither have you pity. Verse 6 is the point. Slay utterly old and young, both maids and little children and women, but come not near any man upon whom the mark and begin at my sanctuaries. It says slay utterly old and young, right? Then it says, then they begin at the ancient men which were before the house. All right, and that's what this article is going into, the ancient, the people that was at the nursing homes. Okay. It says, but it says that an investigation has been launched into the deaths, into their deaths. It says we have to access whether the vaccine, it says we have to assess whether the Vaseline is the cause of death, or if it is a coincidence that it happened soon after the Vaseline. Medical director Steiner Madison said in the statement about the deaths, it says he also noted that because people of the advanced age are receiving Vaseline first, it is entirely possible the deaths could be coincidental. Around 400 people die every week in Norwegian nursing homes. So it's saying that it could be because of the Vaseline, and it could be because they old and 400 people die every week anyway. So, they the first people getting it, but they gonna die regardless is what they're saying. They be dying anyway. So they can't tell if it's from the Vaseline or if it's just because they dying, right? But we know, us who are in the know, or this truth, we know what the reason is why they giving up the ghost, right? Because through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, Psalm 68 and verse 20, it says, he that is our power and the power of salvation. So like he that is our power is the power of salvation. And unto the power of the Lord belong the issues from death. Right? So Yahweh Bashem Yahushua are responsible for them deaths. You know? And why did he send them hits out on them folks? This is why right here in Isaiah chapter 31 at the top it says, woe to them that go down to Egypt for help. Woe meaning destruction and death. To them that go down to Egypt, which is Babylon the Great in the scriptures, okay, aka America, aka Egypt meaning the house of bondage, okay, that's what this is. Woe to them that go there for help and stay on horses. Stay meaning trust, leaning on, depending on horses, and trust in chariots, because they are many. Salakia. Yeah, but they trust in Egypt because Egypt would tell them, hey, y'all come take this Vaseline, man, this blue magic, and it's gonna heal you. It's gonna allow you to resume back to your normal life. So they trust in that. They go down there, it say, you know, you will be able to go back to your normal life and keep your mask on. It says, stay on horses and trust in chariots because they are many, and in horsemen because they are very strong, right? Chariots and horsemen that are very strong. It sound like the America's military, because they got over 800 military bases around the world. So that's a lot of chariots and horsemen. It says, but they look not to the Holy One of Israel, neither seek the Lord. No. That's why the Lord is doing away with these folks, because they trusting in Egypt. All right. It says sooner than expected and different Vaseline. Dutch PM explains Netherlands caught off guard by the Vaseline approval amid criticism. So they're criticizing the approval of it. That says the agency, along with the National Institute of Public Health, are looking into the deaths. Reported side effects from the Vaseline have been minor and temporary, although there have been reports of allergic reactions in the US and UK among people who had a history of such allergic reactions, even death. It says numerous government officials have received the Vaseline, including US VP Mike P. Vaccinations with the drug began in Norway on December 27th. And got just a couple more scriptures and I'm gonna close it. Now they saying all this stuff about the Vaseline, man, about the side effects. Some of them got a little side effects, some of them don't have. You know what I'm saying? They gonna switch the Vaseline and get a new one and approve it, and they skeptical about it. But Right here, Job 13:4, it says, "But ye are forgers of lies, ye are all physicians of no value." Right? And physicians means one who heals or cures. All right, so they're physicians of no value, man. They could say all this and all that, man, but it ain't they, man. We know it. We can see the results of their Vaseline, man. Right? The scriptures say in Proverbs 14:15, "The simple believeth every word, but the prudent man looketh well to his going." Right? Prudent meaning one who acts with showing care and thought for the future. And Matthew 24:24 tells you how there shall rise false prophets who will tell you, you know what I'm saying, in this day, it's all right to take the Vaseline, because it's not the MOTB, the mark of the beast. But the Vaseline is supposed to be wonderful, man. It's supposed to heal you, you know. It's going to heal you right up. And the mark of the beast is supposed to heal your whole body, giving you a fresh start to life. Everything that's wrong with you, and make everything easier for you. That's a wonder. But through the spirit power, how about Shemal Shad, in Matthew 24:24, it tells you how they can't deceive the elect, right? And Leviticus 19:28, it tells you how you can't make a cutting in your flesh, which includes needles, all right? This is one of the law, statutes, and commandments. And to close it out, Revelation chapter 19, verse 28, verse 20, it says, "And the beast was taken, and with him the false prophet that wrought miracles before him, with which he deceived them that had received the mark of the beast, and them that worshipped his image. These both were cast alive into the lake of fire burning with brimstone." Okay. Now it say those that receive the mark of the beast, man. All right, so you out here taking Vaselines and refit chips, all right? Then you're gonna be cast in the lake of fire, which is they're talking about them thermonuclear ballistic missiles, man. That's gonna be shot over here on Babylon the Great. So Lord willing, this was edifying. Till next time I say shalom.